This video is dedicated to the likes of Shroud, Dr. Disrespect, PewDiePie, or Ninja. If you are a gamer or a streamer, then you will engage in certain movement patterns because of your job. If you're suffering from pain because you have this posture and you're looking for some alleviation, you want to get stronger and fitter in the comfort of your own home, then this workout is perfectly designed for you. That's why I came up with it, and I hope you enjoy it. Gregory from Lebe here. If you're streaming or gaming, you are engaging in this kind of position. What that does is it will create some imbalances in your T-spine, in your upper body, and it will create some weakness in your lower body. And these two aspects we want to confront with some great mobility exercises as well as strengthening exercises. Let's jump into the mobility exercises first, because we want your body to move well before you move it often and under load. So the first exercise I want you to engage in is a hip bridge. You lay on your floor, you have your feet on the ground, knees are bent, arms are at the side, and now you push your hips to the top. And when you push your hips to the top, you contract your glutes and give tension in your abdominals, and now you should feel a nice tension in your midsection and your legs, and you drop it down, you breathe out. Back up and down. What the glute bridge does is, as the name implies, it activates your glutes. And when you sit on a desk all day, these muscles tend to be very weak. And with the glute bridge, you maybe get a workout in and all by itself, and you'll get some great activation. The second mobility exercise engages your T-spine. This is the part of your spine, of your upper body, that you can move. And this is something that we always see when people are sitting on the desk all day. They have a hunched position, so they're tight up here. So again, you lay on the floor, and now your arms are spread to the floor, and you straighten your legs. Now you have to be careful with this, because when we work with the spine, we want to go very slow. You lift your left leg up, and now slowly you move your left foot towards your right hand, and make sure that both of your hands are on the floor and palms are facing the ceiling. Now you go slow, you go slow, you go slow. Now if you stop right here because you can't move any further, that's totally fine. If you can reach the floor, that's great. And now you point your neck to the left side as well. Now what we sometimes see is that the arm is elevated. This can be mobility issues of your chest, or it may be that certain areas of your body are not able to move any further. Maybe it is your shoulder, maybe it's some individual differences in your structure. That's totally fine. If you get a good stretch up here, that's what we want. Now you slowly come back. Now you lift your right leg up and go very slow to the other side. Take your time, take your time. And now we look to the right side. Then we come back. And then the second part of this exercise is you engage in that same movement pattern again, and then you breathe heavily so that your torso starts moving. So it looks like this and it sounds like this. And then on the other side as well, because we want your T-spine to get a great activation. With the breathing, you move the muscles of your upper body, of your torso, and this engages the T-spine additionally. Mobility exercise number 3 combines your hips and the upper body in once. I call it the XY stretch. What we want to do is the following. You lift your arms into a Y position, and now fully extend the elbows. Don't try something like this unless you're not able to move, but try to really reach out. Now, what you want to do is you want to engage your upper back muscles and pull your arms back without overextending the spine. Just pull your arms back and you should feel a nice stretch in your upper body. That's the Y pose. And now we go down into the X pose. I go down. Engaging into a hip hinge. Now I'm coming back up. Coming back into the Y position. This is where we work the T-spine again, the shoulders, the upper body. Then I come down into a X position where I'm releasing the tension, going into a hinge, coming back up. With this mobility exercise, you combine the best of both worlds. We work your hips and your shoulders at the same time. Now let's jump into the strengthening exercises, and the first one that we're going to do is a deadlift. You stand shoulder width apart over the kettlebell. It is over the middle portion of my foot. This is where my center of mass is. So I engage in the hinge. This was that mobility exercise that we just did before. Now my upper body leans forward. I'm trying to grab the kettlebell, so I can't grab it from this position, so I have to bend my knees a little bit. I make sure that my spine is locked. It's not rounding. I'm pushing my hips out, chest up. Now I'm looking towards the floor. Now I'm grabbing the kettlebell, coming up, full extension. Once I'm on top, I extend my posterior chain and abdominals are braced. Coming back down. I breathe out when I'm on top. I breathe out when I'm down. For the second exercise, you don't even need a kettlebell. You can choose one, but it has to be very light. But let me show you what we're going to do without the kettlebell first. This is called the prison squat. With this exercise, we got a lot of bang for a buck because we engage the lower body and we engage the upper body, the T-spine. So you put your hands behind your neck. That's where the name prison comes from. Now I go down into a squat. That means I push my hips back, upper body leans forward, and now, boom, coming down. Coming back up, coming down. Keeping my arms up like this will always make sure that my T-spine is engaged. Make sure you don't hyperextend the spine once you're on top. Make sure you have a lot of tension in your abdominals. Now that's the back squat version. You can also do a front squat version where you don't move your upper body to the front. It stays as straight as possible. And then you have to point your feet out, point your knees out so that the knees follow your feet. And then we have chest up, knees out, boom, back up. Boom, back up. The second version would be loaded with a kettlebell. It is very advanced. Don't do it if you're very tight up here. If you're open, you can give it a shot. So you bring the kettlebell up. You position it between your shoulder blades. Now we have the weight behind me. So that means the weight pulls back. That's great because this engages the T-spine. It keeps your upper body open. Now we have to engage in a so-called back squat. Hips back, upper body moves forward. I'm going down, coming back up, going down, coming back up. And make sure you're safe when you bring the kettlebell down. As you can see, the way I put it up, I have to engage my shoulders and be very careful. Same thing if I pull it up. Engaging my shoulders, use some ballistic motion, but be careful and be very controlled. The third exercise is the clean and press, one of the best exercises that you can do with the kettlebell. It works your whole body. It gives you a lot of bang for your buck. Now it is a modified version because I still want to work with opening up your T-spine, because imagine that's what we do all day. So if we can engage in a workout that opens up the T-spine in a very safe way, then we get additional bang for our buck. So with the clean and press, you want to do a very easy minimalist version. You have the kettlebell in front of you, so you stand half a meter behind it so you can swing it in the backswing and clean it up. When you clean the weight up, you make sure that it is, boom, elbows close to your hip and your fist is pointing towards your heart so that you keep your arms internally rotated. Now that's what I call a hand insertion. Don't focus too much on it. What you want to focus on is just bringing the kettlebell up. If you're a little bit higher, that's fine. I just love the hand insertion where I'm pretty deep, but that's not easy to learn, so don't focus too much on that right now. Now normally we would do a strict press. Boom, up and down. And with the strict press, we would use the shortest distance between 2 points, and that is a straight line. So when you go up, you start externally rotating your arm a little bit, And then you push the handle to the top, and when it's on top, you fully extend the arm. Don't do something like this or like this. You try to extend your arm as much as possible. This opens up your T-spine as well. Now the modified version is we add some additional mobility with a little bit of weight. It looks like this. Backswing, clean, lifting your arm up, arm back in, press. Backswing. I'm breathing 3 times. Now I'm opening up. Now lifting your elbows like this, that's something that the sports guys do to relax the rack rest position. And what that does is it opens up the T-spine so you can really start breathing and you can have some additional mobilizing work. The clean and press takes some time to master it, so don't get lost and don't lose hope if it doesn't work out right away. When it comes to programming and weight, I love to use the KISS principle. That's keep it simple, stupid. With the weight, if you have never lifted a kettlebell before, I would recommend a 12 kilogram. If you're a little bit advanced and are strong and fit, maybe you can start with a 16. But I would say with a 12, you are safe in most cases. When it comes to the workout protocol, you have 3 exercises. You do 3 exercises for 2 minutes each. That equals 6 minutes of work. You do all exercises unbroken, as little as rest as you need. The idea is, the goal is to go through the exercises without needing any breaks or rest. Of course, if you need a break, you put it down and you rest. Then you got those 6 minutes of volume, that is 1 round. So after that 1 round, you take a full 60-second break. After that break, you can engage in another round and maybe you work your way up to 2, 3, and at the end, maybe 4 rounds. So with these exercises, I believe you have the most bang for your buck that can help you in these aspects of life to really get pain-free and get a little stronger and fitter. And you have a great program that can accompany you on your gaming and streaming journey. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like it, consider subscribing if you want to see more kettlebell content. And if you're looking for a kettlebell program that builds you up from a beginner to a slowly advanced trainee in the course of about 3 months, and you maybe want to combine it with some easy to follow nutrition coaching, because maybe you want to lose weight or you want to get in shape, then check out 90 Days of Kettlebells. You'll find the link in the description. 14-day free trial included.